So I'm out in my happy place. This has become a lot to pray or to clear my head. Just some stuff I thought was all done and gone with. It kind of like reappeared again. It started to bother me. And I'm not saying I'm a good person or perfect by any means. But someone had basically, I don't know why, still don't understand why, but during a church coffee hour, said the only Jew I see sitting at this table is Pike. And I looked up and I was kind of confused. And I just laughed it off. But I know I got thinking about it afterwards. And I know the only reason that this person did this is that they wanted to shame me in front of my brothers and sisters for some reason that I have no idea why. And then I seen today in another comment, when it was brought up, they had a laughy face about it, which of course means that they weren't sorry for doing it anyway. And they obviously never were. Oop. Just fell in the water there, but that's all right. It's just a shallow creek. I was messing around trying to cross on ice that I knew was rotten. But it was so weird. So I figured, since I'm not stupid, that I just use reverse psychology and make them hopefully see why what they're doing isn't right. So on our group text, I wrote, if someone was to try to make you look stupid or make you look bad at coffee hour, what would you do? Would you A, St. John Chrysostom them, meaning sanctify your hand by striking their face, or would you B, ignore them? And of course, any wise man always goes with plan C. So I let them digest that for a second, and of course they came back with some witty stuff. Well, I'd stew on it for a week and then come back at an inappropriate or inopportune time and make myself look unreasonable. I was like, oh, well, I decided to pray that they were delivered from the evil one and forgiven because I knew that's what they really needed. And I forgive them the first and the second time. It's easy to get mad when someone insults you or tries to make you look bad. And it's not so easy to have forgiveness in your heart and to not be angry and to love them and have pity on them, even though you know what they did was on purpose to try to hurt you. And you can't break a broken man. I'm sorry, I've been broken too many times to ever be breakable again. If you had any idea of the things I've went through in my life, it's not even possible for me anymore. And I hope that everybody doesn't have to get to that point in their life where they're so broken that nobody can have an effect on them anymore. It's hard enough for me to trust anybody. Of course, I'll forgive them, but trust is always separate from forgiveness. That's just something I had to get off my chest. So I'm out here in my happy place where I can go to be with God. And Lord, forgive me for my pride and my arrogance because I felt bad for even doing this. I'm a wretched sinner. I don't look at myself as better. I don't gloat about what I did. I don't have any pride about it. Good to see you, Nova Prussia. Jennifer, thanks for joining me. So I'm a single Orthodox Christian living by myself in Alaska. I have no family up here. My circle is so small, I have few friends. And that's also a result of the brokenness and just seeing so many times that I've tried to trust people just being stabbed in the back. And this is just another case of that. That's really, really sad because I really love their whole family. And I still love them. But I don't know about the trust ever again. I'm kind of trying to be careful so I don't go in the water again. It's not so cold today, so I'm not worried about hypothermia. I was gonna kind of go look for moose antlers out here a little bit since things are all melted off. And I guess another thing that I was thinking about, you have to be careful how you handle anything you face in this life. Because sometimes you're attacked and it's a right-sided attack. What I mean by that is you might feel good about doing something, but what you think is doing good is actually bad. And that's an easy trap to fall into as well. It's always easy when you know something's bad and it's obviously bad to have repentance. But it's not as easy when you've let yourself be deceived by thinking you're actually doing something good when you're not. And this is how I feel about all this. It wasn't good what I felt like I needed to do. And I don't have any pride or happiness about having to do it. And of course, I didn't want to do it. But I felt like I'd be doing my brother a disservice if I let him think that behavior was okay. If that makes sense. This is the spring break up in Alaska. It's so beautiful. You can see pussy willows starting to bloom over there. I know sometimes the video doesn't come in very clearly because I'm out here deep in the woods. I'm going to keep on trying to share as much of my growth as I can, because I haven't even been baptized for 6 months yet, even though I've been going to the Orthodox Church for quite a while now. Oh, almost 2 years. Hey, Caden. Catherine. Thanks for joining me. Here's some moose tracks. You can see how big they are next to my hand. Looks like he was through here this morning because he stepped there when the ground was still frozen this morning. That's why it shattered. That's a pretty big moose. Wish I could get across that part of the creek, but I don't think I can without getting even more soaked. This is my little oasis to get away from the world, and I'm so lucky to have it. Moose poo. I don't think the moose came back into this area until after they lost their antlers. Because the river never froze, and usually they use the frozen rivers. There's brown bears up here too, and black bears. There's always the chance that I run into one. I don't think I can cross that piece of ice. Oh, shoot. Maybe in the shady spot, less of a risk. Oh, good. Made it. Ugh. When I get home, maybe I'll do some more reading too. Not sure how late it is. Thought about bringing my prayer book out here with me, but I knew there was a chance I'd fall in the creek, which I did. So I have my camp up here still too. As always, if anyone wants to come camp up by me, I'm happy to show you around. Got a campsite on my property. It's got water and outhouse. It's on Hip Camp. If you look up Pike Ainsworth on Hip Camp, you'll see me, Anchor Point, Alaska. There's tons of lynx tracks all this year. I was hoping to get to see one, but I never did, even though they come right through my yard. Even had a wolf come through my yard this spring or this winter. This is a cottonwood forest here. I think I'll just stay on the edge of it and come back out because there's a swamp up here. It's kind of windy. It's not good to be in the cottonwoods in the wind because they snap without warning. there's a snowshoe bunny. I don't know if you'll be able to see him. Oh, there he goes. This is a moose and bear trail I'm on in the willows. Let's see where they chew these willows down every year, and it's like a bonsai tree. And then these new tender shoots grow. And then they'll come back and eat those this next fall. And there's all kinds of new tender shoots on them. This is all ryegrass. Sometimes I come out and get this for my animals in the fall. I'll take a sieve and make bales and pack them out on my back. Just like the old way. Here's another moose trail. I'll check here, see if anyone dropped an antler coming up the steep spot. Nope. Getting closer to the road. Here's what we call a willow rose. It looks like a rose, but it's just a growth on the willow. Funny how many times the way everything looks changes. All right, guys, I'm back to the road. So I think I'm going to cut the stream here. Maybe I'll be back on a little bit.